Hello, and welcome to my thoughts while standing in the queue. The other day, I was trying to cross the street and the traffic was absolutely horrible. I saw a big line of people waiting at the bus, and I realized that hitchhiking is a thing of the past. The press has convinced us that we will get mugged or robbed or slain if we so much as get into a stranger's car.
You, sir, are officially an Uber driver.
And in a way, I think that's a terrible loss. We've lost our trust in the people that live in our society. And besides, hitchhikers did a lot for the environment because they saved the emissions and the carbon gas that they would have put if they would have driven their own cars. I still remember back in the 40s when two other young high schoolers and I was 16, decided to hitchhike down Bancroft Street to go out to Toledo University for a party. The car that stopped, there was one man in it. He was gray-haired with glasses, and we piled in and out and off we went to Toledo University. It turned out that the man was a professor, and on the way there we discussed good books that we should read that would help us understand the world a little better. And I can still remember writing down the titles and going to the library afterwards and getting those books. But think about what happened. Three young girls, 16 years old, were in a car with a strange man they had never met, going somewhere that they were never sure they were going to get to their destination. Mothers today would be horrified, and yet for me, it was an educational and memorable experience. Flash ahead a good 50 years, oh, more than that. I was 70 years old. I was still living in Pacifica, California, and I had just taken the BART train to Colma, which was the station I had to get off at to drive the 10 miles to Pacifica. When I got there, I went to the ticket counter to thank the man, and another man was standing there asking him what bus would take him to Pacifica. And I said, without even thinking, "Oh, I'm going there, I'll take you." Because the bus schedule in California is nothing to boast about. He would have had to wait until morning before he could have gotten home. The silence after I said that was so thick you could have cut it. The ticket officer was horrified, and the gentleman himself was a little taken aback. But he accepted, and together we walked to the car. I drove him to the Lindemar Shopping Center. I did not drive him home, and we had a delightful conversation. He came to several of my gigs at the Chit Chat Cafe afterwards. It was really a marvelous experience. Now, I am not saying that everybody should trust anybody that's driving a car, but I am saying that it's a loss that we no longer feel safe in our own environment. I see it all the time with mothers who will not let their children walk home from school, and I see the lines of cars at a school and depriving the children of that wonderful downtime when nobody was supervising them. I see them all taking buses and being supervised every minute of their lives because we don't trust our neighbors. There was a group back I would say it was in the 80s, called the Cowsills, who sang a song about building a bridge from heart to heart. It was a lovely, lovely thought, and it's a shame that we don't try to give that a bit of a try, building a bridge from heart to heart. It certainly is worth giving it a chance, isn't it?